Wind check. Okay. Welcome to today's stream. Welcome in Marseille. As you can clearly see, we're flying the 737 Ryanair ops. We're going to do a flight that they do starting from March, which is Marseille to Ibiza. Not really sure about the call time, but it's okay. Not really important. This is the flight. Simple stuff, I guess. Interesting stuff is that, okay, we have limited IFR condition. I don't think that's correct. It's an old meter now. But for sure, we have a nice storm around here. And, then, of course, Ibiza is a very interesting airport because of the location. It's pretty cool to land there, and 2,800 meter runway. So, it's going to be an interesting flight. And, let's go ahead. Let's go into the plane. All right. We're going to fly real time, real weather, of course. That also means that could get dark. So, yeah, just to let you know. All right. Battery on. I saw there was an update on the 7.3. I have no idea what they actually updated. Request this. I want to remove stairs. I want to board by jetway. Okay, no arm. These are open door. Okay, great. Jetway is connecting. And as always, let's connect everything before do anything else. So fuel truck and this. All right. Ground power unit. Let's go. You know that the main problem I had with the 7.3 was, in my opinion, and not just my opinion, honestly. During the approach, the plane was a little bit strange. Not much, but yeah, I couldn't really control the pitch by using the throttle. Let's say not so precise as it was in 2020. So yeah, maybe the update was about this. I have no idea. We will discover it during landing. And of course I saw many real pilots criticizing a little bit the flight model. But whatever. Ground power unit. It's engaged. IRS are aligning, right? Yeah. Let's board the plane. Alright. So first of all we have to empty it. So payload set empty. Fuel 3 tons. This is the classical setting I use before starting to board it. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. So fuel 7.8. Wow. Yeah, I had 30 minutes of extra fuel today. Maybe that's why. 144 passengers. Wait a sec. Disarm. Open. Okay. I don't know why the door closed. It's a cool feature. You can't board a plane if the door is closed. Nice touch. 3.6. Wow. So 1.8. I don't think we can get 1.8 in the back. No, yeah, we can. Okay, perfect. All right. Cargo set. Let's go. Now we need to use a little bit of lag, but I guess it's the scenery. Yeah, this is a custom scenery. It's really heavy. So yeah, usually SimBrief is... Sorry, not SimBrief. The 737 or PMDG in general is extremely good performance-wise. So yeah, if there is a little bit of lag sometime, I guess it's just the location in which we are today. Route request, SimBrief. Select. Okay, start this. Shut up. Alright, Ryanair 4449er. Let's wait for the flight plan. There we go. Load. Start this as well. Let me see, we are aligned on VATSIM, of course. Not much stuff around us. Yeah, there is control here. Let's see. You never know, I mean. This part, I mean, this island here, Palma de Mallorca, Minorca, Ibiza, are quite a lot of time under control, so you never know when you're flying around here. But let's see. Okay, this is done. Let me give a check here. Vatir, Pivot, Solid. Yeah, okay. All right, departure procedure. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna take off to the southwest. Okay, VFR condition indeed in Marseille now. So runway 13 left. We're gonna have to push back, probably taking Golf 3, Charlie 4, well Charlie actually, until Charlie 1. This is the departure, VATIM 6 Sierra. So I guess, okay, initial climb 4000. That's an interesting departure because, as you well know, probably in Marseille, just after the, I mean, taking off running 13 left, which is not that common. You have hills right here, but I don't see any specific. Maybe there is a, okay, let me see here, climb. Okay, 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet. Initial climb 4,000. Yeah, 2010. Yeah, I don't see any requirement for the angle of climb. Maybe here. Wait a sec. This is required minimum climb gradient. Okay, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Of 6%, which means this stuff here basically. So according to your vertical speed, it's not nothing crazy, of course. We're gonna climb initially. Yeah, okay. We can climb way faster than this, but if you're flying a general aviation or like a not really powered plane, be aware in Marseille that you need to be able to climb in a quite reasonable way. It's not nothing crazy, of course. But yeah, runway 13, you have terrain. You can even see it from here. Those hills there, it's gonna be right in front of us. And wow, the weather is pretty interesting today. So that's the plan. Departure. 13 left. Vatir 6 Sierra. Execute. Here, how are we doing? Okay, okay. Great. Here. Index. Wait a sec. No, init ref, sorry. Index. Pause, we did it. Performance. Flight level 370. It's gonna be our final. Fuel 7.8. Then cost index 31. Okay. Reserves. Reserves is 2.5. Okay. Zero fuel weight 58.3. Okay. Execute. Cruise wind is gonna be 229er. Yeah, we're gonna have some headwind even today, but yeah, 29er knots at least. Okay, we need to calculate performance. Fuel is done, so detach that and seatbelts on. In the meantime, let me check the destination altitude, which I guess is 0. Yeah, okay. Let's check this. Fuel truck departing. Come on. Get out of the way. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. This is closed, right? Okay, yeah. Then, how are we doing here with the boarding? Okay. Okay, this is finished. So remove this. And it's gonna finish also the other one. Very soon. Yeah. That's interesting. So in PMDG, if you're boarding with stairs, it's gonna be faster than with jetway. That's what happened in real life, of course, because with stairs you are using 2 doors. With jetways, you are using just 1. That's kind of obvious. I mean, in this kind of plane, of course, if you're flying an A380, you're using probably 3 jetways, but usually in the 737. And this is realistic because I saw many times Marseille 737, I mean Ryanair using fingers here. So it's nothing unrealistic at all. In the meantime, initial climb is 4,000. I guess I have to lower the volume a bit for me because it looks pretty high. IRS are aligned. Release this. We are just waiting for our passenger now. Okay. I'm not gonna calculate performance. I could do it, of course, but yeah, never mind. It's so fast to do so. We're gonna get. We're gonna finish the boarding, and then APU start, and performance calculation. In the meantime, let's check because this side looks okay. There is some rain there, but look at the passenger in this one. Okay. Thought worse, to be honest. There is some weather approaching. But this guy, I mean, this is all blocked, right? Oh no, wow, it's this guy here, which is posing on top of this end, I guess. This is so prohibited on VATSIM, so don't use pose on top of this end on VATSIM. Because if you are not at your PC and you have a nice controller, I mean the right one to get online, it's gonna call out supervisor immediately. Not everyone, but yeah, most of them probably. Yeah, it's prohibited to use pause. It's prohibited to pause overall on VATSIM. Of course, because there are other traffics. All right. Not much we can do at the moment. Let me see here. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, this is always too unrealistic in my opinion. Okay, no, but wait a sec. Yeah, but 30 degrees is impossible. Come on. It's 13 outside. No. They didn't do a proper job on that. Okay, APU start. APU starting. Let's go now. Take off. Select runway 13 left. Import. Okay, this should be fine. Give a check. Yeah. Great. Weather. Calculate. Flaps 5. Takeoff 2. Selected temperature 61, 144, 145, 146. That's it. Okay. So takeoff 2. The rated 68. No, 61. Okay. Yeah, climb 2. Flaps 5. 144, 145, 146. That's correct. Trim 5.37. All right. And oh my god, super laggy. Yeah, this is the scenery again. V2 plus 10. 156. Okay. Flight director, LNAV, VNAV. All right. We are ready for push and start. Yeah, let's go. Let me just do this. Okay, parking brake set. And then, no, ground service here. Okay, APU, wait a sec. Wow, terrible scenery. APU. Gen, Pax, Auto. APU bleed on. Windows it. Oops. Wow, they changed something in the sound. Very interesting. I'm really curious about the engine start at this point. Oh boy. My bad. I press a number, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so release ground power unit. Disconnect jetways. Door closed. Then I want this terrible, again, terrible lag. I want this and door management. Because we're gonna need to arm door. Okay, let's go. Push back. Okay, no controller. Start pushback. I'm gonna release parking brake anyway, because this stuff is so bugged anyway. Wow, why are we pushing back so fast? Okay, let's go. So, fuel pump. Packs off. Beacon lights. I want the transponder on, which is already on, I guess. Okay, now it's on. 2, 0, 0, 0. Perfect. What the fuck was that? Adding on final. Traffic. Traffic. Starting number 2. I'm really curious. Let's see. %, fueling. We're starting this. Okay. Nothing too good, honestly, on the engine start sound. No. Probably was even better on 2020. Okay, 1016. Set parking brake. Yeah, maybe when, I mean, overall the engine sound is better, but yeah, the startup specifically, I don't think so. Especially on... It sounds like a fridge. But maybe from the cabin is even better. Let's see. Not really. Okay, never mind. This. Okay. Flaps. 5. Yeah, maybe it would be a great idea to do the after start before. Gen. Electrical. This. AB off. Yo damper. This is auto, fine. This is not auto, so continuous. Taxi lights. I mean, let's go. Verify takeoff speed. Why? +5. What? That's strange. Legs here. Sorry, legs here. Takeoff page here. Okay. Arm door. All right. Terrain. And weather radar. Which I guess is on like this. Let's go. Brake release. Let's check again. No traffic here. Fantastic. It sounds like a car, like a... Okay, now it's kicking in a little bit. Like a truck. When you're close to idle, it does sound like a truck. Okay, flight control check. Great. Wow, interesting weather today. So after departure, we can go there. Well, Vatir is basically, yeah, on the Baleares. It's called in English. Balearic, probably. Airspace. Very interesting weather. I like this kind of weather here. To spot it, not really to fly into. Okay, first to the left. Okay. Taxi lights are on. Everything looks fine. Takeoff config check. Again, if you don't know how to do a takeoff config in the 737, you just have to put the throttle all the way up for a sec. If you don't hear any alarm or ring, that means that you are ready for takeoff. For example, if I don't know if I deactivate this, let's see here. No. If I have a wrong flaps configuration, it's gonna do it, of course. I can show you. Let me try. Set flaps 2. Okay. No. Wow. Maybe if you have flaps up. That's very interesting, by the way. Very interesting. Let's try. Okay, flaps up. I want to show you. Okay. Flaps 1. Blah blah blah. Okay. Flaps up. Now, let's see. There we go. That was, I wanted to show you. Back to flaps 5. Flaps 5 set. Not really set, but selected at least. So I guess it's just reading. So probably you can't take off the 737 without flaps. But that's very interesting because even if you have selected flaps 5 in your FMC, it's not doing any. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's doing nothing basically. You know that situational awareness in the 737 is not really the best. You have a master caution, the plane is not even telling you what's the problem. Classic example. Well, we like it. Anyway. Okay. Nothing around here. Here we're gonna have some arrival. Oh, there's a plane flying the 737 Palma de Mallorca to Ibiza. It's a very curious flight. I would expect like a. Oh, look at this entry point for VFR. Hotel Delta here and landing. These are VFR truck, by the way. All this stuff here. Very cool. Okay, in this rainy Marseille, even if it's not really raining where we are now, but all around us, basically. Look at this. I mean, yeah, it's probably raining there. It's raining there, probably there as well. We're completely surrounded by rain, but in the eye of the storm, let's say. But we are also finally to the Hold short. We're gonna line up and take off immediately. We don't have any traffic around us. Let's give the last check, of course. Okay, never mind that. And let's line up and take off. 1228 in case transponder is on. Okay, running turn off, strobe lights. Let's go. Idle. Again, we're gonna have some hills in front of us. You can see them from the terrain radar. But yeah, shouldn't be a problem at all for a 737. We need a, I mean, not at all. Usually you climb with 15 degrees. And this is a 6 degrees minimum, I guess. Okay. Landing lights. Let's wait 10 seconds and then we go. Parking brake is off already. Alright. 40%. Toga. Yeah, they modify something in the sound. Wow. Cool.
80 knots.
Check. Is crosswind.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. There we have Marseille Airport, Vitrolles. Place that I know very well. Wow. Okay. Let's try to recover some logic in this flight. Okay, autopilot. Yeah, look at those hills, by the way. It's kind of scary, to be honest. We have clearance on them already, but imagine having engine failure now. Yeah, we do have a constraint of 210 knots until the turn, I guess. Yeah. Winap selected, right? Yeah. Okay, acceleration. Continue climb. Speed check. Flaps 2. Those are the hills. Flaps 1. Wow. Look at the sunset. I think they did something on the sound, I guess. Yeah, again, there was an update on the 737. Sound pretty cool. Flap stays 1 for the moment. Wow, lovely plane, by the way. Yeah, I really like the 737. It is what it is. But the pleasure of flying this plane is incredible. Runway 13 left, we just took off from there, from Vitrolles, the airport of Marseille. I mean, the location where is the airport of Marseille. Acceleration, right? Yeah. Speed check, flaps up. Look at this. Pretty cool. Oh boy. What a sun. Can we drop some... where is the... I don't know. Never mind. Yeah, I can feel something different on the... Also on the airflow sound. Okay. To be honest, maybe they change a little bit. They improved actually because it's sounding... Yeah, the startup wasn't great, honestly. But now... it's not bad, let's say. Not bad at all, this sound. Yeah, maybe behind... Yeah, okay, definitely behind the wing is very, very quiet. I flew many times the 737 in this kind of seat here, and it's so loud. Especially during the initial climb. I remind you, we're going to Ibiza, by the way. We just took off from Marseille. Terrain off. Weather radar. Yeah, there we go. This is us on VATSIM. Let me check a little bit Ibiza situation. Looks like we're not gonna have any traffic with us. They arriving there unless we have some sudden departure. Look at the weather radar. We have some rain happening around us. Acceleration. Continue climb. We should climb for level 370, which is quite high, for my opinion, for a flight like this. But yeah, let's trust it. Let's go direct to VAT here in the meantime. Wow. Yeah, again, as I was saying yesterday, we were flying the A320. The 737, for me, for my taste, is the perfect balance on workload. It's not too difficult, like an Avro, for example. Not that I don't like to fly the Avro, but let's say, or the CRJ, but let's say that after a flight with those planes, you feel really yeah, tired, basically. With the A320, it's kind of boring, of course. I love the A320, I love the technology, I love Airbus. But yeah, if we are talking about my perfect taste is the 737, the right balance between not getting too hard to operate and not being too simple. Speaking of which, let's give a check on the overhead. We should do this first of all. This is completely fine. Seatbelts auto. Okay. Right. And it's also so powerful. You know, the 73 is overall. The climb, let's say, the climb rate of the 73 is higher, well, compared to the A320. It's an aggressive plane. I think it's also little. I don't remember, but yeah, there is like. I guess the A321 is way bigger than the 737-900. I'm not talking about the Max, because I don't know, let's say, much stuff about the 73 Max. I don't have it. I mean, I have the default one, but yeah. And also, I guess there is only one. I mean, the iFly is just one model of 737 Max. One version, let's say. It's super dark. Okay, this is us again. Yeah, we have to climb for level 370, which is super high in my opinion. But okay, let's continue climb for now. Let's see. Sometimes sim brief gives you some really strange cruise altitude. Wow. Okay, the update. Let's see if still the toilet. I mean, if the toilet are still prohibited to enter. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, honestly. They did this stuff. I mean, it's a cool touch to say, okay, we know that they are not present, but we're trolling you. This is so cool, by the way. Oh boy. They turn on this because it's dark, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a time. I mean, it's not that dark. For now. And continue climb. 310 now. Okay, let me see. So we do have okay, one. Wow, what these two guys are doing, I don't know. Yeah, because the approach in Ibiza, or the arrival at least, have, you know, that shape that I like to call Snape shape, S shape, call it whatever you want. But yeah, basically, I can show you, of course, is this stuff here. So what I used to do, as you well know, is if we don't have any traffic ahead of us, nothing too close, I go direct to final, which is definitely what I did in real life as well. Otherwise, I will do this snake. So this can be quite tricky if you have other traffic there, because you never know how the other people is gonna approach the airport. And also is a reason because we get that cruise altitude, because SimBrief is considering also the approach. In the meantime, I'm gonna select the ILS, which is ILS or X-ray. Apparently, let's do it. So we will see. I mean, for now, I'm gonna just set up this approach. You can see that it's full of speed constraint, altitude constraint. This is done for traffic purpose, of course. Is the Papa Oscar Sierra 4 November approach, and then ILS X-ray running to 4. So I set up everything in case we need to wait for other traffic. We're gonna do the snake, or otherwise we're gonna cut through it as the classic. I mean, no, it's wrong approach. ILS X-ray to 4, transition Gislu, Papa Oscar Sierra 4 November approach, execute. Okay, great. As you well know, in the 737 you have to tune by yourself your ILS approach. So, first of all, the frequency is 109.5. Set. And this is something you have to do. You have to do also in the 737 MAX. I'm quite sure of it, and it's incredible, to be honest. 2 for 1. I guess the reason because you have to do it manually in the 737 MAX is something related about workflow, type rate, stuff like that. But yeah, now considering what happened with the MAX, I guess you need a new certification to operate it. I mean, you can't operate the 737 MAX with the engine type rate. I guess you need at least something additional. Okay, 2 for 1, 109.5. Minima is 659. Radio minima. Okay, 659. Perfect. Great. Alright, everything is set then. So we're gonna enter soon Vatir. Let's see. So we do have a traffic on final here. Second one, which is right behind. And we have a third one, which is a Ryanair that just took off. I want to see this guy because it's a very strange flight to do Palma de Mallorca to Ibiza. Super short. I mean, how long it is? It's a 737. 76 mile. Wow. So basically you take off your own final. Okay, I mean, not that you can't do it, of course. This is going to Dublin. Yeah. Okay, so looks like we're not gonna have so much company. So in this case, as soon as we cross and enter this airspace here, we can go direct to Sulid probably. Not that it's gonna make any difference, unfortunately. But we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, Sulid. Okay, yeah, Sulid. And then basically, yeah, we're gonna be on the approach. We're gonna overfly Palma de Mallorca. Meter at destination is Few Cloud Tower Cumulus 1600, Scatterek 2000. So we have storm in the area basically. Let's see, as we did yesterday with the weather layer, if we can spot something. Apparently not. Well, that's very interesting. So no, we don't really have precipitation in Palma de Mallorca, but we have a report of cumulus, which you know is the typical type of clouds that provoke, so towering cumulus that provoke, yeah, storm, of course. Maybe it's just loading for us. Okay, 40 miles, then go direct Sulid. I'm really curious to see on the approach the flight model if they change something or it's equal as before. As I told you at the beginning of the live stream, my problem with the 7.3 at the moment is that yeah, when you're approaching, I kind of struggle to control the plane pitch with the throttle. I lose speed, so it was easier for me honestly on 2020. Way easier to control the 7.3 on final. But yeah, let's see today. Let's see today. 8 miles. We are almost at cruise altitude as well. Yeah, also you have to consider if you want to cut through the procedure, we are gonna have to start descending before. We will see, I mean, we will see. We will see. What's your name? Ore de Proto. I'm Ryanair 4449er. This one. That one. And 3 miles. Okay, let's go direct to Surit now. Alright. Okay, let me close the weather. Yeah, so I don't know if we're gonna have a nice view on Palma de Mallorca because it's kind of cloudy, like right there. Let's check the meter on Palma. Okay, the meter says I feel cloud 2000. That's it. Okay, they have low clouds even there. Wind 7 knots. 190. Crosswind basically. Yeah, it's a call sign based. Yeah, I couldn't find a real call sign because they're not operating this flight. But it's the flight number basically. They are gonna use from March. 449 or 448. Yeah, if you check those flights. Typical summer flight. going to Ibiza. Almost at top of descent. Ah, well, we have headwind even today. The fuck. We're quite unlucky. Yeah, I noticed even today that the average cruise wind is lower than what actually we get. Than what. Yeah, actually get. So it's 2-9er today, and we have already 3-9er here. So the direction is a little. But okay, the direction can change, of course. But yeah, yesterday was quite like a 40 knots of difference. Quite a huge one. Probably is calculating it from ground to cruise and then again to ground. I guess. That's why it's a little lower every time. Yeah, but yeah. We could have a nice tailwind. No, we have 40 knots of headwind even today. But it's okay. It's completely fine. Palm approach. Okay, the 3 traffic. Okay, one is here, one is here. This one. Okay, this is going direct to final. Any other? Okay, let's see. No, they are very. Whoa, wow. What? What the fuck? I'm curious now. Wow. This guy just took off. He's still on. Wow, this guy is doing it with an A350 Miami to Ibiza. What a flight. Incredible. And also this one we are flying today, the Echo Mike India is one of the registrators I use the most. Indeed, if you check here, maybe it was overtake. Okay, this is a 700. No, it's still the first one. It's the main 737-800 that I used in the past. Let's see. I was operating in North Italy, around there. Wow, Saragozza, dude. Venice. Nantes, Beauvais. Cool. You know that I used to fly the plane from the last airport I left it, based on the registration. Of course, you have, for example, PMDG have many Ryanair. Okay, maybe not from outside. Many Ryanair liveries with different registrations. So I pick up one and I use it from airport to airport, not teleporting, never teleporting. Even if sometime I have to transfer the plane. Maybe I did it with this one. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe a Venice to Treviso. Yeah. So I do it manually in the sim. No. Okay. I want to see this flight. Thank you. Look at this. When it was? Wow, 2022. Oh yeah. Yeah, the 73 was released. I guess was the very first period of the 800, because the 700 was around March, April 2022. The 800, I don't remember, but I guess was early period. The first, I guess with this one I did the first flight with the EMI. So let's see, the first flight of the Echo Mike India was August 2022. Yeah. So was released in August 2022. I'm quite sure about that. End of August 2022. Okay, we are in cruise. And we have a controller. What? I guess it's getting online. Okay, yeah. 133030. Let me write down the arrival. 1 sec. Papa Oscar Sierra and ILS and something probably. Okay, 133 133 030. Okay. I guess I have to increase the volume because control hello Ryanair 4449er with you. Maybe. Is it right? Yeah.
Barcelona controller, good afternoon, Senior 468, flight level 140
Let's see.
inbound, subtanker charge.
I don't think he can talk. Yeah. I got Ryanair 4449er, you are unreadable.
Barcelona controller, Senior 468.
Yeah. It's writing on chat. Okay, let's wait. Okay, this was for us. I already contacted him. And control Ryanair 449er is on frequency. Okay. Squawk 1000 Ryanair 4449. Okay. Okay. I talked to him twice, but whatever.
Barcelona control, hello, advice for 6 inbound, VATSIM, flight level 41.
Okay, everyone landed here. I don't think it's covering, no, it's not covering,
Static on.
it's not covering, Ibiza. Oh, I see Palma. Well, look at that. Wow. Palma de Mallorca, like right there. So yeah, we have this controller that can talk basically. Hongfeng Zhang. Let's see how it develops. No, it's not covering Palma. Still writing? Okay, yeah. Okay, he's doing text for now. Wait a sec. So we are here. Yeah, we're gonna get to Papa Oscar Sierra very soon. So it should provide us an approach. Yeah, but with this...
Next to Papa arrival, advice for 6 inbound.
It's kind of unlucky. To be honest. Yeah, we have a nice view on Palma actually. We're gonna fly Palma. Yeah, let's see now because we're gonna be pretty high because yeah, we're gonna be very high. The top of the sun is right over Palma de Mallorca. And in 50 miles, no, a little more. Well, not much actually. 80 miles, yeah, 80 miles. Can zoom in as well. Less than 80 miles. So let's see. Yeah, we have a nice controller with not which doesn't talk, but it's okay. I mean, not really, but yeah, I was reading some VATSIM update like months ago. I don't know if I flashed them or what, but they were saying like no text anymore, which I totally agree. Honestly, I don't like traffic that use text at all. You're in a voice server using your voice. Come on, it's so because you have to open this, read. No, it's so unproductive, let's say. Okay, yeah. So we are 60 miles, going quite fast for the moment. No. Okay, yeah. And so we're gonna get there pretty soon. Okay, advisory. It's disconnecting, I guess. Wait a sec. So advisory? On to wait. Okay, great. Yeah, I think it's disconnecting because I have some problem with the mic. With the microphone. Great, in this case, let's check the situation here. So no arrival, except from us to Ibiza. So, for sure, direct Papa Oscar Sierra. Can I do route 2? Okay, let me see. Because I would like to check the... I want to cut through the procedure, so I would like to check the new top of descent, of course. We're pretty far still. I don't remember how to do it, honestly. Yeah, let's see. Can I do it like Lima Echo India Bravo? No. Yeah, I have no idea how to deal with the secondary flight plan in the 7-3. To be honest, I don't even know if you can. I mean, I was thinking about it now. Can you check a new top of descent? Like I didn't have the wind. Using a secondary flight plan. I guess you can. I'm not sure, I'm guessing. That would be a great feature to have, of course. So I know how to do secondary flight plan on the A320, but honestly, I never did it on the 7-3. Okay. Forecast load. Great, execute. This is the wind, by the way. In route 2 we have nothing. Can I... Yeah, would be... No, I have no idea how to do it, honestly. I can't improvise now. No, I have no idea. So, let's do the old school way. We are pretty high, of course. 37,000 feet. The distance from the airport is around 120 miles, nautical miles. So, I mean, probably you already know, but there is this strategy to calculate a top of descent. Basically, is the triple of your altitude converted. I mean, from feet to nautical miles. So, for example, if you are at 30,000 feet, so 30, multiply by 3. Of course, you should consider the ground speed, but yeah, this is a very empiric mode, very empiric way. So yeah, you just basically multiply by 3, for example, 90 nautical miles in this case, in the example, not in our. And yeah, there you have your top of descent basically. Considering a direct path to the airport, of course. So in this case, since there is no traffic, I want to cut through the procedure. We are at 120 miles. We are at 37,000 feet, which mean that is... so we should descend 90 plus 21. So 111 nautical miles. There we have Palma de Mallorca. Wow. Cool. So basically, we should start descending the... Well, this is not that far, honestly. Apparently. I mean, it's... yeah. I don't know why it's making us descend that early. Do we have a below altitude constraint? Maybe? Let me check. No. Wow. That's a very interesting top of descent then. Considering we have to do this stuff here. Okay, that's a very strange top of descent, honestly. But who cares, I mean? So are we... yeah. We are in the Palma airspace basically. So let's go direct to Nelux for now. Which means we have to start descending right now. You know that I descend in vertical speed initially. Oh, let's go down. Yeah, we do have the green banana as well. So we can adjust with it. Okay. So I want to be basically here at Jilsu, around 3,000 feet possibly. A little higher even. But yeah, we definitely have to increase our rate of descent, that's for sure. A descent rate, okay. We're gonna descend to 80 on the speed. Wow, look at this, by the way. Very cool. So, yeah, we should increase our rate of descent. Quite a lot. Okay, let's go down. 2,000 feet per minute. Okay. 2,000 feet per minute is fine for now. We're gonna adjust. We're pretty far still, by the way. It's okay. Let's descend like this for now. Wow, look at that. Then, quick check on performance, just to be sure to have no problem. To break through, reverse, hold up. Wow, different. Quite a change in pressure. Okay. Auto brake through, we're gonna get an end of the runway. Maybe we can use auto brake 3. Yeah, probably. Yeah, okay. Auto brake 3. Auto brake 3 set. Okay, switching to indicator airspeed 280. Palma is the biggest, right, of Bali? Yeah, by far. It's a very big island, very big. This area is very interesting. At this place. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice sun in front of us all the way down to... Wait, I don't remember. How can I set up some sun... maybe this. Okay. Okay, here. No. Here. How do I... Okay, like this. Alright. Nice! Very different now. Okay, it's at least something. Let's do it also for our. No. What I did? Okay. Okay. I think there are many more, but I couldn't find them now. It's impossible that it is just this in the cemetery. But whatever. Okay. Okay. This is us. This is Ibiza. We have. Let me check the meter. Wow, in Marseille, in the meantime, 12 knots of crosswind. But we don't care about Marseille now. So, new meter. Few clouds, 1600, so no cumulus anymore. And 5 knots of wind. We're gonna have 3 knots of crosswind, 4 knots of headwind. Then. Plus 30, right? Yeah, plus 30, checked. Continue descent. And very soon I'm gonna go direct to final. So we're gonna have the real top of descent. Sorry, the real vertical path. 80 miles now from the airport. We should increase our rate of descent, for sure. I don't see the green banana anymore, also. What the fuck? Wow. Why that? Okay. Well, I don't know why it disappeared. Yeah, we have to descend. Okay, let's descend like this for now. Probably we're gonna have to increase it. We're overshooting the speed. And there, okay, not really overshooting, but plane should get idle now. Palma de Mallorca Airport. I don't remember if Ibiza is a custom default. Can be. We will see it now. Could. I mean, could be. This is on final. Yeah, Palma is always way more busier than all the others, of course. It's quite a very busy airport, Palma, on VATSIM as well. Yeah, we definitely have to increase the rate of descent if we want to do a direct path. But to avoid any DAO, let's do direct to final and let's see. Wow. Okay, level change immediately. Okay, let the plane adjust. Let's see if we can recover. In case we can, of course, do. I mean, we can select heading and do an orbit or whatever. I want to see the plane descending. We are losing the vertical path. I'm gonna use speed brake very soon, of course. Let's see if it's needed. We're still losing the vertical path. Almost 2000 feet per minute. Okay. We are catching it now. Yeah, we are catching it, but really slowly. So we're gonna we're gonna need to use speed brake for sure. Yeah, let's go. Speed brake out. And change in sound. Cool. Okay, let's go down now. Look at Palma below us. Let me see here. Okay, we are already after. That's the airport again. Palma de Mallorca. Okay, auto brake is set. We do have our approach speed, which is 146. So 151. Yeah, pretty fast. 151. Okay. Yeah, now we're catching it properly. It's gonna be fine. We're 4,000 feet above the vertical path, but yeah, we're going down pretty fast. We'll have to slow down, of course. So we can descend 3,000 now. So let's see the vertical. Sorry, the. Oops. Okay, wow. We are way. Okay, not way, let's say. We are fine. We need to be quite sharp on the deceleration. This is us again. No traffic around. Yeah, we had control, but it didn't have a mic apparently, or yeah, the mic was broken for him. Okay, everything looks super fine to me. Yeah, these green dots are the deceleration points on your vertical path. So the plane is also considering it, so we are completely okay, because in the vertical path, as you can see now, we are 3,000 feet above. But it's considering also that you're gonna have to slow down and everything. So yeah, as you can see, we're catching it pretty quickly now. We should be able to spot Ibiza pretty soon. Terrain on. Why not? Not that we're gonna have so much problem, but the Ibiza airport is an interesting one. It's set in a bay, basically. There is a kind of an island to the left, approaching from the west. Alright. Yeah, also I guess you have to consider that yeah, there is this speed constraint which we can ignore. So yeah, we're gonna be very fine. I also check the green banana, I mean. We don't even have to be at 3,000 at Gizu, we can be at Ermut. But we can intercept from 3,000. 3,000, okay, the go around is 2,500, very low. Okay, now we are going down to 3,000, perfect. And we're about to slow down as well. Exactly. I mean, usually I slow down at 11,000 feet. So, look at the traffic behind us. So now, 250 knots. Speed brake stays out. Not that we really need, honestly. Okay, speed brake in. It's not needed anymore. Landing lights. Seat belts. Let's see now, when we start descending again, if we need speed brakes or not. Come on. We're losing the vertical path again. Just 500 feet. Okay, go down. Yeah, looks like we're... Okay, let's wait a sec. Looks like we're gonna need some speed brake, probably. Okay, we're catching it now. Yeah, little bit of speed brake. Let's go. Yeah, also we have to do all the deceleration, and I can see Ibiza finally. Here we have it. Looks pretty close. Okay. Zooming. Looks pretty close. Okay. Alright, on the vertical path now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the speed brake out, honestly, for the moment. We have to slow down as well, so yeah. Just let's say until 6,000 feet. Yeah, we have to slow down. We have to consider that. And I want to do it after we level off at 3,000. So level off 3,000, speed on up, and then probably intercepting from 3,000, not to... I don't want to descend to 2,000, honestly. But let's see. Also, we are... Okay, 30 miles. We should be able to have the ILS signal pretty soon. 109.5, confirmed, both sides. Okay, we do have the ILS signal. I guess is this... No, I don't see it. Yeah, this noise in the background is usually is the ILS signal. I don't know why there is, because my nav is off, as you can see here. So I have no idea why we are hearing this. Let me try something. No. Okay, never mind. Pressure standard. Also, I don't really see the ILS, so for now, I would say no, we're not receiving it. Okay, speed braking now. Okay, ILS. Localizer armed. And armed. Yeah, we're gonna level off like this. Yeah. We are pretty okay. I mean, 24 miles, 5,000 feet. Yeah, the airport is right there, basically. It's around there. Check outside. I mean, check VATSIM. Okay. Departure from Alicante. Below the glide, vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute. We don't need to descend faster than this. Yeah, so again, we're gonna establish from 3,000 feet, not 2,000. 1 dot to go for the localizer. Preparing the gear down view. Yeah, 1,000 to go. Alright, heading on final, 241. Okay, localizer captured. And zoom. 80 miles. 18 miles, sorry. So again, I will try my best. As I told you already twice in this live, I'm not loving the flight model in the approach phase. I'm struggling again to control the plane with the throttle. I mean the pitch with the throttle. So we'll see. There was an update. Let's see how it does fly today. Yeah, basically when I when I reduce power, the plane starts slowing down quite a lot before pitching down. And yeah, wasn't doing that in 2020. Quite sure, even because I guess I have probably more than 500 hours on the 73 on 2020. Which mean also 500 flights. Because usually I do 1 hour flights. Wow, look at that. Okay, let me remove this stuff from... Okay, let me remove this stuff at all. Very cool. Glide alive. Speed on approach. Approach. Okay. Approach. Speed check, flaps 1. Okay. Speed on 1. And speed check. Gear down. Alright. Landing lights. Oops. Right turn off. Taxi. Continuous. Continuous. This is okay. Auto brake is armed. Speed brake is armed. Wait a sec. Okay, it's armed now. And the speed check plus 5. Speed on 5. Wow, pretty interesting bay here. Very cool. Very cool. Approach speed 151. Ibiza is pretty interesting, honestly. Look at this mountain area. With the sunset now, we're not gonna be able to see the runway at all, but it's cool. Okay, speed check, flaps 15. Speed on 15. Pretty cool. Pretty cool island. Yeah, I approached Ibiza a long time ago. I see the runway. It's right here. Flaps 30. Approach speed 151. Look at that. Oh wow, look at this. Port. The mountains there. Hills, mountain, whatever, I mean. Very cool. Okay. Three miles.
1,000.
Auto throttle off. Autopilot off. Let's see how it goes today. So the runway is not that long. Yeah, look at this. I'm reduced power to pitch down. Look how much speed we are losing.
Plus 100.
I need to add power. Continue. It's okay. The pop is not correct. We're not low.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Touchdown, reverse. Very strange sound on the reverse. Okay, 60 reverse in, manual brake. Yeah, honestly, I have to use a very different technique from 2020. I have to use so much more the stick. The plane is not really reacting as I want on the throttle, you know. It's losing a lot of speed. Yeah, it is strange. I don't know, again, I never flew 737 in real life, but for sure, for me, it's quite a different, it's quite a different, let's say, it's a little different feeling from 2020. And I mean, let's add that I heard some real pilots not really loving the flight model. Yeah, I don't know. I would expect the plane to react way quicker to the change on throttle setting, on the pitch at least. Because it's what you do in real life, as always. I mean, in real life you use a lot your throttle to control the pitch, not really the yoke or the stick, whatever. And yeah, there are some kind of interesting planes that do that. Even here, the Duke, the A300 by Inibills. I guess I don't know if it's custom. But yeah, whatever. Welcome to Ibiza. It's okay. I mean, it's not impossible to fly at all, but like I have a muscle memory. Not really a muscle memory because I fly every day a different plane. But let's say I have an expectation, considering that I did again probably 500 approach in 2020 with the 737, and this is quite different for what I expect. So it feels strange, of course, but you can get used to it if you fly it every day. Of course, I mean, you can get very used to it. Let's add up some power, otherwise. APU is starting, flaps is up. This is all done. Strobe is off. Okay. Yeah, we can switch these off. That's fine. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna get better and better. Yeah, I heard many people saying that Zibo from Explain Fly way better. I also heard like it wasn't 2020, but it wasn't MSFS at all. But yeah, a long time ago I heard that 737 type rated saying that the Zibo single engine, okay, it was like 4 years ago, so maybe it's very different now, but yeah, it was horrible, the single engine go around behavior compared to the PMDG. Yeah. Even pilot doesn't agree many times. So also there was a very famous, which is not streaming anymore, I'm not gonna say his name now, but very famous streamer of the early period, no, it's not a custom scenery, but of the early period of 2020 that was saying that he didn't like at all the Zibo flight model, and he was a real pilot. But yeah, I don't have Explain, so it would be great to try it, to have a reference. I don't even know if they are using the new 2024 technology, you know, that now you can have way more point of connection between the airflow and the plane. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna ignore the Martian. I heard some. I don't know if it's true, but I saw a YouTube video in which this guy was saying that they are not even using that. That's why the plane fly. I mean, it's not really flying that different in 2024. They connect the jetway, yeah. Where are you going? Okay. But yeah, let's say that I can confirm that overall with people I talked that they have both. My bad. They have both Zibo and PMDG. They say that Zibo fly way better. No, wait a sec. Off this. Open. Box off. I mean, I'm not gonna turn anything on here. Madi. Okay. Okay, disarm door. Okay, I can do it from here. Open door. Then here. Chokes. Request. 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 Okay, last overview of the panel here. Ground power unit. Okay, anti-collision light off, APU off. Electrical, this should be off. And yeah, the yaw dampers went off because we had a moment of. I mean, the plane was on battery for a second, and when the plane goes on battery, the the yaw damper switch off. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you like, subscribe, and yeah, this is it for today. That was cool. I mean, again, I really like the 7.3, so I will try to adjust myself, and then hopefully we will have update through time to make the plane even better. And yeah, that was definitely a better approach from the previous one, but I have to compensate with the stick quite a lot, honestly. So thank you very much for watching again. I wish you a nice evening, probably weekend, and see you next. Maybe I will stream tomorrow, I'm not sure, but can happen. See ya.